Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. It's January 1st, and I thought I would start this off with a vlog. I am absolutely stuffed up. I feel horrible. Actually, I feel good. The last 2 days, I felt like today and yesterday have been the days I've had the most energy. The 2 days before, I had no energy. Like, I felt awful. We're supposed to get super bad weather today, which is exciting. Not because my husband's working and I don't love that he's going to have to drive that. But better him than me, I'm not going to lie. I have a lot I want to do today. We'll see. Yesterday was a busy day for me. I took down all of our Christmas decorations. So like the tree is gone. Everything is gone, which feels so good. And yesterday I set up my new reading area. So you guys have already seen it because I uploaded that video already of me using it. And I actually really like it. It's just going to take some adjusting to get exactly how I want the videos to be. Oh, also, I'm going to show you because why not? Let me flip you around. I rearranged my bookshelves, and they just look so stinking good. Like, I've never had this full shelf completely full like this before because I always had like 2 baskets down here, but that's all books now. And then, Eddie, get away. This is my fantasy favorites shelf. So I've got like ACOTAR, some other favorites like Throne of Glass, Fortuna Sworn, From Blood and Ash, etc. And then some new books I've got, and then like all of Leigh Bardugo's. So pretty busy yesterday, which was fine, but it made me like really exhausted because I took out all the Christmas decorations by myself, like the tree included. I probably shouldn't have done that. Might have overdone it a little bit, but it's fine. I've got a book I'm going to read today. I'm going to try to read this entire book, Verity by Colleen Hoover. I've heard great things about it. Last night we watched the first Harry Potter movie because he finished Harry Potter, so now we're going through the movies. But I, by myself today while he's at work, am going to watch the reunion by myself because I really want to watch that, and I know it airs today. So I'm going to watch that. But I think we're going to watch all the Harry Potters and then do the Fantastic Beasts. So yeah, that's how this is gonna go. Sorry, I feel like I haven't done something like this in so long that I feel like this might be kind of a longer vlog. I apologize. Got my over-foamed coffee. I haven't ever steamed this almond milk before, so I a little overdid it. That's fine. Don't mind the towel. He likes to drag them in. And here we go. Eddie, are you ready to watch it? Are you ready for the 20th anniversary showing of Harry Potter? Are you ready? Okay, let's do it. Just popping on here to say that I've already like sobbed. It's not even 5 minutes in yet. It's the opening credits aren't even done, and I've like had tears rolling down my face. I am unwell, and I think the next hour and 45 minutes is going to be a disaster for me. Well, I finished it. I had so many tears. It's not even funny. It was so good. They left out parts. I almost wish that there was like an hour 45 minute like anniversary of every video, like every movie. Like I would have loved to hear, or like even splitting it up even more, like focusing on the first 3 and then like the next 3 and then like the last one with like all the characters, and just like I wish more of the actors and actresses who played characters were in it. I wish Maggie Smith had been in it, and Julie Walters, that is McGonagall, and Molly Weasley. I wish David Thewlis would have been in it, which was Professor Lupin. I just wish there were a few more people in it than there were, but overall, like, it was absolutely amazing. They did a little tribute to those who have passed away that were in the film, because there's actually a lot of people that were in these films that passed away. Yeah. And I'm going to read a book now. It is snowing so much. So I'm really, 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 really hopeful that Nathan gets to come home early, or that the roads are a little bit better by the time he leaves work. So I'm going to read Verity by Colleen Hoover. Yeah. So I will check in with you guys when I've gotten into it, and any thoughts I have on it, and all that jazz. So Okay, change of plans, my friends. KJ Sutton, the author of the Fortuna Sworn series, just messaged me on Instagram and said she would DM me or like email me the copy of Beautiful Nightmares, which comes out on Tuesday, which I pre-ordered literally almost an entire year ago. So she's gonna email me that, and I think I'm gonna switch gears and I'm gonna read that first and then come back and finish Verity, because I've been waiting a year for this book. I'm just saying. So here goes. Yo, let's go. Look at it. Oh my goodness. I wish my Kindle had color so you could see how gorgeous this freaking cover is, but I'll just post it over on this side so you can see the colors. I can't wait for the paperback to be released. Hello. It's Sunday, which is January 2nd. I didn't read a whole lot yesterday. I don't know what I even did. The day got away from me and I just didn't read as much. But I have picked up my Kindle again today. I'm reading Beautiful Nightmares by KJ Sutton. I'm 16% of the way done right now. I'm on almost done with chapter 7, I think. And it's really good. I had to kind of go back into the end of the 3rd book just to flip through the last chapter because I couldn't quite remember what had happened. I mean, it had been almost a year since I read it because it came out last February, Deadly Dreams did. And that was when I had pre-ordered Beautiful Nightmares, but she was so kind and sent it to me early. But it's so good. I don't know, Kelsey, she just like, the way she writes just puts me back into the story like almost immediately. She's so good about like picking up right where it left off in the previous book, which I'm so grateful for, especially when they're spread out like this. And also there's just something about her world that's really easy for me to envision, and the characters just came rushing back to me. And something that I do really, really like is in her books, there is a bond, like a mating bond, a marriage bond, whatever. Like there's these bonds similar to like ACOTAR between Risa and Feyre, but it's different. And I actually prefer the way Kelsey writes about them because it makes it seem like there's this invisible tether between their psyches, and it just makes so much more sense. And I love the way that she just just describes it. It just makes so much sense, and it's really cool in the way like it just talks about thoughts traveling down it and it being kind of like a bridge or like a connection, but then like just building a wall in your psyche, like your mental shields. I don't know. I love the way she writes about it. And I forgot how much I love Fortuna as a character. I just love her. I genuinely love her. She's absolutely a fighter. Yeah, strong female character. Love her so much. So, also I just want to preface and say, before anyone goes into the series, which I should probably describe at some point in this vlog, make sure to check their trigger warnings on the series. There's a lot of them. I will list them all below in the description box, so make sure to check those trigger warnings. There are kind of a lot. It is a dark fantasy romance, so just beware. This is probably the darkest kind of books that I've ever read, so just take that with a grain of salt. I'm gonna keep reading now. I'm gonna pop on later, probably tomorrow when I've gotten a really good chunk done, so we'll see. Also, I'm meeting with the library tomorrow to work out my practicum for the semester, and I'm excited. So that's where I'm at. I just want to pop on and say those things quick. And yeah, this will I don't know if I'm going to keep this spoiler free or not. We'll see. Probably not. Okay, so it's the next day, which is, what's today? Monday. This morning, I went and talked to the librarian at our local library here, who I'll be doing a practicum with, which is kind of like an unpaid internship. Basically, it counts as a class, so I only have to take 2 other classes this semester, which is really nice. Like 2 actual classes. It's really nice. And I'm just now sitting down to read today, which really sucks. I don't even know what time it is. I don't have my watch or anything. I think it's like almost 6. And it sucks. I filmed a couple videos today, and then I spent a lot of time editing one and uploading it. So it's up and everything. It just took a long time. We're gonna watch Harry Potter tonight, and while we do that, I'm gonna work on a puzzle. So I'm not gonna get much reading in today, but I don't work tomorrow, so I'll be reading all day long. Also, is this not the cutest, most comfortable thing ever? It's just like a little turtleneck Sherpa. It's amazing. My sister-in-law got it for me for Christmas. So I'm gonna keep reading. It's so freaking good. I'm in love with one of the characters right now who I was never in love with before in the series. I mean, I liked him, but not like liked him, and I'm loving him. So it's gonna be interesting because the main guy that I was in love with before, his name's Colith. He hasn't come back into the story yet. I'm a little mad at him for what happened at the end of the last one. And I'm just obsessed with Laurie right now. He is a knight in shining armor at the moment, and I'm 100% here for it. I love it so much. So I'm gonna keep reading for a little bit, and then we're gonna watch Harry Potter. But I just wanted to check in and say, hey, I'm still here. I'm reading. TTYL. Good morning. What's today? Tuesday. I have my latte and a bowl of cereal because well-balanced meal. So today's January 4th. It means Beautiful Nightmares is out everywhere today. I am about 40% of the way through. I don't think I'll finish it today. I'm gonna try because I do not work today and I just have no responsibility, so I'm gonna read all day as much as I can. And oh man, I stayed up till midnight last night reading that book because I just didn't want to put it down. I think it has to do with Kelsey's writing style, and I just really like the characters, and like she just always makes me want to keep reading. And it's really good. I'm frustrated though. I'm like, I don't even know where I'm at in the book. Where am I at in the book? Laurie and Fortuna. Oh, right. I'm at the part in the book where Laurie gets stabbed like 9 times by the Rat King people. So, love that. And that's where I ended last night because I could not keep my eyes open. And I woke up at 9. I don't even know what time it is. It's probably like 10:30 already. So, love that for me. I'm gonna read all day and just try to finish this book because it's so good. So by the time this is up, it should have been out for maybe a day or two. Hopefully if I get this done. So make sure you're checking it out. It's really good. And I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna read my book and get going. Y'all, I've loved Colith so much, but this one I just am loving Laurie. But also Colith still isn't back yet, so I don't know. Also, I wish I knew how many pages this was. I have no idea how many pages this is. I should look to see if I might start reading it on my I don't know if it makes a difference because I pre-ordered it, but Kelsey also sent me the copy of it, and so I'm hoping it comes to my Kindle so I can start reading it like through the Kindle version, so that way she can get like the royalties from it. I'm tired. I'm gonna keep reading, and I will see you guys later today. I'll check in when stuff is getting going. Hello. I did not finish this book today. It's 9 o'clock, and I've read pretty much all day long except for maybe a couple hours, and I'm only on like 57% of the way done, so I'm like, I'm confused because on Amazon, the Kindle edition and the physical copy both say that it's only 730 pages. But I swear I've read a lot today and I'm not that far. Let me talk about this book. Where am I at? So, Laurie and Fortuna finally did the deed, and then they decided to save Colith while they were in the Unseelie court, and that went haywire. Also, I'm starting to really like Viessa, who I didn't think I would like from like the past books. Like, she kind of seemed like a villain, but she's I like can't help but like her. And also, like, even though I'm mad at Colith for what he did at the end of Deadly Dreams, like, I still like Colith. But Laurie's kind of, he's moving up higher and higher. I really like him.
I just need him to show a little bit more vulnerability, you know? Be a little more real. Quit joking so much. No, but I really do love him. And I really like Gil the vampire. He's an awesome addition, I think. So now she has a werewolf and a vampire, and then the fairies in her little ragtag gang here. But I really like Gil. He was a nightmare, and so now he's about to help Fortuna with her powers, which I think is cool. I feel like I've read so much today, and I feel like I've barely made an indent. I think I started at 39%, and I'm only at 57, so I've only read 20% of this book. I'm gonna keep reading, and I'll check in tomorrow after work sometime to let you know how my reading is going. So, hello, happy Thursday. I did not check in here yesterday at all. I worked all day, and then I didn't really have time to read. I was able to read a chapter, but that was it. I sliced the crap out of my finger last night. Almost passed out. I've never done that in my life. And it still hurts. So love that for me. And I'm going to try to finish my book today. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm like 70% of the way done. I just don't think I'm going to kick it out. We're going to watch the 4th Harry Potter movie tonight. And it's already like 1 something. Maybe probably 2. I just haven't had time. So I'm gonna try to read as much as I can this afternoon. I've been like distracted and on TikTok and everything. So it's also crazy cold out. I'm waiting on a package that I'll have to go to the mailbox and get, which sucks. We also lost our recycling yesterday because it's like negative something degrees, and yesterday we had like 45-mile-per-hour winds, and so it was a recycling day. I had set it outside, and then I went to work, and Nate was supposed to bring it in, but he didn't hear like the recycling people come, and so he didn't go out and check it. And so when he did go out and check it, it was gone. We have no idea where it is, so gonna try to find one that has like blown around that's just not claimed. Just grab that one. So that's really fun. Eddie's outside absolutely enjoying the freezing cold weather. He's not my son in that regard. And yes, I just called him my son. He is. So, okay, that's all I had to say. I just want to check on here. It was busy yesterday. I'm glad I didn't work today. This hurts to touch. It's pretty deep. I cut it on a facial razor. I was trying to I was gonna shave my face, because I do that, like dermaplane, and I just sliced it, and it does not feel good. So, love that for me. Anyway, peace out. I'm gonna check in maybe later, depending on how this book goes. I'm trying to think of where I'm at right now. I feel like this has been more vlog than like reading vlog. I apologize for that. She just had a dream with Oliver about so she's starting to get more information about her past, and like she was promised to someone apparently. Her parents were scared of her powers, and I don't know what else. There's some witches involved, and yeah, she's figuring out that her memories are being guarded, and Bellinor just sent more cherubim to like attack her. So that's kind of where I'm at. Not a whole lot is happening right now, but I'm assuming things are going to really start picking up. Like, I'm on chapter 29 and 71%, and it says 38 minutes left in chapter. So I think things are going to start picking up, and I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen. Hi. So I have some theories before I finish this book. I'm 94% of the way done, and so Fortuna just went to Florida and talked to this Jacob guy, and she's trying to get information on who this guy is that like was controlling Bellinor and all that, and like who's trying to use nightmares to do this spell or whatever. And Jacob said, don't fall asleep, he can sometimes reach you there. So before I finish this book, I feel like what's gonna happen is I'm gonna hit the end, and she always leaves a big cliffhanger. I think the cliffhanger is going to be
that the evil guy, whoever's controlling stuff, is going to be Oliver. But I don't really think it's Oliver. I kind of feel like it's going to be like the devil is like the mastermind behind it, or like I don't know, a powerful demon or something. But I think it's going to be whatever that is, but like using the person Oliver. I think that's what's gonna happen. And like trying to get close to her all these years, and that's why the dreamscape is there. So that's my thought. I'll let you know if it happens. 94% of the way done. An hour left in the book. Okay, let's finish this vlog, you guys. I finished it. It was really good. The ending was dramatic, but I saw it kind of coming because I don't know why I could not think of the name Lucifer. That would have made what I was trying to say earlier so much easier. Although it wasn't the way that I thought it was going to happen. So I was thinking Lucifer was going to be in like Oliver's body. Like I thought he was going to be, you know, doing all that, but that's not. That theory's out the window. Although I do have a new theory about Oliver because I wrote a review on Goodreads, and I was kind of going through some of the other like reviews and stuff that were on there, and someone had a fan theory on there that I'm going to adopt into my own theories because I think it's awesome. I don't know anything about this, but they said for Oliver, he's the fairy Ulriel, which is the fairy that they had a 3-day festival for, I think, in the first book. And this fairy can create and walk between worlds. And I think that makes so much sense. So I'm adapting that as my own theory because I think that is awesome. And I mean, these all have had like mythological creatures and have been like really on top of like the stories, the like mythological stories and stuff like that. They all fit really well, so it wouldn't be that far off to guess that that's who that is. So I'm waiting to hear on that. Hopefully maybe the next book. I have this reading journal, and that's the first book that I got to fill out in it. And I just wrote down some thoughts in here. So the first thing is that I'm really curious about the fairy Seth. He is, I don't remember who he is exactly, but I am curious about when he's going to come back because he wanted to be a part of Fortuna's, like, I don't know, group, her little court. And he was only mentioned briefly, and he only showed up once and then disappeared. And then I think Vulin, when he was dying, was saying, get Seth or something, help Seth or something. So I think he's going to play a larger part in the next book and like is going to come back. I don't know. It just seemed kind of suspicious that he was there and asking to be a part of it and then like didn't show up again or anything like that. So I think something is going to happen with him. I already said I fell so much more in love with Lori, but then when he went back to his throne, like my heart just kind of broke because I really loved him and I didn't want him to leave. That was sad. Colith, I still love him, man. I love broken people. There was a lot more. I think that she said this was the spiciest book that she's written for this series, and I would probably agree. But the way it's written is so much better. Compared to the books that I was just reading, like they were written like fan fiction, cringeworthy sex scenes. These were so much more like yeah, they were still detailed and all that, but like it was classier. It seemed more realistic. And for that, I was just very grateful for. I didn't cringe so bad. I already said I wasn't surprised that Lucifer showed up. And I talked to Oliver. So those are all my thoughts right now. I should be getting the physical copy in a couple hours. It should be here soon, which I'm super excited to have. This one was kind of slower paced, like not really slower paced, but just not a whole lot happened. Whereas like the first 3 books I feel like was just like pure chaos throughout the entire series and just like something was happening constantly. There was a lot of downtime in this one, which I appreciated because we were getting so much more like actual information instead of like fights and all of that. It was just a little more, I don't want to say more interesting, but like there's just a different kind of interesting in this aspect. And so I'm really excited to learn more about nightmares because there's got to be more out there hiding. So I'm very interested in that. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up because this has been really long and I apologize. I haven't done like an actual reading vlog on a specific book in a long time, so anyway, it was good. I enjoyed it. I gave it 5 stars. This one I think might be my favorite of the 4 so far. This one, and then I think it goes back down to Fortuna, like the original one. It was just so good. I can't top it very easily. So anyway, that's where I'm at. It was a good book. And I'm going to close this out. So if you want to find me on anything else, I am on Instagram and Goodreads, and they'll be linked down below along with the trigger warnings for this book. And that's about it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And I hope you guys have an awesome week, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!